Hello, boxing world, and welcome to another edition of Fantasy Bout Hour, the channel dedicated to bringing you fantasy matchups on a regular basis. If there's a particular matchup that you want me to cover, please leave it in the comments section, and I promise to honor your request. If you somehow got lost in the shuffle, I sincerely apologize, and feel free to bug me. Feel free to say, well, what about that fight I requested X number of months ago? You know, I don't have a problem with you doing that, and I will get that video up. But the fight I'm covering in this video comes by way of request, and it is coming from Ben Dover. I thank you, Ben, for your request and for participating in the channel. The fight that he mentioned is one that was scheduled. I forget how long ago it was, but it was canceled. And that is David Haye versus Tyson Fury. I really wanted to see this fight. I was extremely disappointed when this fight didn't materialize. And it was at the last minute. I mean, I was excited. It would have made for a good fight, stylistically. And because of their personalities, that would have been perfect. Because of their styles, both of their unorthodox styles, that would have been perfect. Oh, did I mention this was David Haye versus Tyson Fury? Yes, I did. Who I don't know where my mind is today. But anyway, good fight. Good big man versus good little man. And boy, but as far as how this fight would play out, let's start with David Haye. And I have to be brutally honest. David Haye was a big disappointment. He had the star quality. He had the star power. And he was marketable. The Haymaker was marketable. He had the attitude. He had the cockiness, and an okay boxer. I'm not going to go as far as to say that David Haye was a great boxer, but he was a solid boxer. And I don't even want to get into all the injuries, all the postponements, all the cancellations. I'll just try to stick to the boxing, stick to the abilities, and stick to the styles. You know, David Haye was a slick boxer, had quick hands, had some decent power, had some decent pop, and for the most part, until the end of his career, he always came in shape. So he was a slick fighter, had good reflexes, and had a good jab, and David Haye was a showman. David Haye was a showman. And the same thing could be said about Tyson Fury. We know that Tyson Fury is a showman. Tyson Fury loved to run his mouth. And I love to hear these guys run their mouth. I mean, let's bring back the entertainment value to the sport. I'm going to make a comparison here. So please don't hate me. But Tyson Fury fights a lot like Muhammad Ali. Style is very similar. So, of course, Tyson Fury can switch hit. I'm not a big fan of switch hitting for some reason, but that's just me. That's just one thing he has in his arsenal. He has great movement for a big guy. He has power. He can fight going forward as well as backwards. Tyson Fury is a great fighter. Love him or hate him. Tyson Fury is a good fighter, and a lot to deal with in there. So I really wish, I can't say it enough, I really wish we would have gotten to see these two in the ring, because so many unanswered questions would have been answered. Great fight stylistically, but I will say that David Haye didn't let his hands go enough. Sometimes he fell into the trap of looking for that one big shot while showboating and things like that. However, Tyson Fury does let his hands go. And he's bigger, just in case you haven't noticed. So Tyson Fury, it is nothing to play with. So you would have to be on your A game to come in there against Fury, maybe catch him early, make Fury go backwards, get him into the ropes. Haye could possibly land one of those big haymakers and put Fury on his back. Fury would be down, but he wouldn't be out. Okay, he'd be down, but he would not be out. So this fight comes down to going down the stretch, the way I see it. This is going to come down to the later rounds. And I don't see a knockout in this fight. Just let me start by saying that. I don't see a knockout, but I see Tyson Fury pulling away on the scorecards. I see David Haye coasting in the later rounds, and I see Fury taking it by a wide, unanimous decision. Those are my thoughts on the fight. Let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next video.